Hey everyone, I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to show off my most expensive video games across all platforms. Starting off right off the bat, we got Sega Genesis Mortal Kombat. This is the most expensive Sega game I own. It's not too fancy, nothing to really brag about. It's about like $10 roughly. So yeah, next one. Silent Hill Origins for the PSP. I picked this up recently at a Value Village for half the price of what it currently goes for, so I couldn't pass up on that. Next we got PlayStation 1, Need for Speed High Stakes. I grew up playing this, so it's funny enough, I've actually got rid of all my PlayStation 1 games. It's the only game that I have left. But this has a soft spot in my heart just because, again, I grew up playing this. This is what made me do what I do as a living, and working on cars. I got into cars just because of this game. Next we have Red Ninja End of Honor. I haven't played this yet. I actually traded my sister a PlayStation 1 for it. Her PlayStation 1 had crapped out and stopped reading the video games, so she wasn't playing this either. I said, did you want to do a trade? I traded her a PlayStation 1 that I had, an extra one that I had, and we did the deal. So now I own this. Very cool. Then we have Ratchet Clank. This is the collection for the PS3. This comes with the first 3 games on this disc. I grew up playing the Ratchet Clank games on PS2. I think my favorite is actually Deadlocked. I know a lot of people didn't really like that one, but that is my favorite one. So having all 3 on the PS3, first 3 games on the PS3 is pretty cool. Then we have Blue Reflection. This is for the PS4. I haven't played this game, however, this game was issued as a reprint, and I've been wanting to pick it up, and luckily, since I noticed that there was a reprint that was happening, I ended up grabbing a copy of it. I have yet to play it. It's still sealed, but I have watched lots of YouTube videos on it of people playing it, and that's what sparked my interest, and that's the reason why I wanted to get it. Now we have Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima for PS5. My copy is still sealed. I have yet to play this one as well. I actually have my PS5, which is still sealed. It's hard for me to play video games nowadays, sit and actually play for hours. Like, I don't do it like I used to as a kid, right? I have a job now, and I kind of have to focus on making money, providing, right? But this is my most expensive PS5 game that I currently own. I've watched many YouTube videos on it. I do want to play it, just don't got the time. Next up, Need for Speed Unbound for the Xbox One. I'll count this as Xbox One and Series X, counted as one console. I picked this up on Black Friday. In Canada, there was like half off, so it was going for like $49 if I remember correctly. Popped it in the Xbox, played a little bit of it. First mission or so, you kind of build up your money, and then your car gets stolen from you. And I was like, okay, well, don't really want to play that again. Don't want to go through all that. So that's the most expensive Need for Speed game that I own for Xbox. Xbox One. Next up, 50 Cent Bulletproof. I picked this up at a pawn shop. Played it a little bit. The graphics aren't the greatest, the controls aren't the greatest, but I'm sure at the time it was probably good for what it was, right? This is a weird one for me, I'm not gonna lie. I did play it, wasn't a fan of it, again, just because the controls, but nonetheless, kind of cool. Here we have Most Wanted. This was a used copy that I had at the time when I was younger. I think I probably got this back in 2008. I've beaten this game. I can happily say that. I've gotten all the achievements for this game, and there was only 15 out of 15 that you had to get, and it was basically just completing the entire game, going through the entire blacklist, and beating everyone. That's all it was, essentially. Very fun game. This probably takes the cake as my favorite racing game of all time. The Forza Horizon series is probably second. But yeah, I really like this game. Moving on to Nintendo, we have Super Smash Bros. For the N64. I just have a loose cartridge. I don't have the complete in box. That's okay though. A lot of these games are loose as it is, right? It's kind of hard to keep the boxes back then. People didn't really know what they were going to be worth, so people just threw them out. That's all right. I have a loose copy here. I've enjoyed this. This one and Pokemon Stadium are some of the very first games that I was introduced to on the N64. Pokemon Black version 2 for the DS. My copy's not in the greatest shape. I am missing a manual, but this is my most expensive DS game, which ironically is Pokemon. Anything Pokemon goes up over the years. If you have something Pokemon and it's a video game, just hold on to it. Now for the Game Boy, we have The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. This is the DX version. I played this a long time ago. I haven't really played it ever since, so I can't really tell you guys a backstory on it, but this is my most expensive Game Boy game. Then we have Pokemon Leaf. My label is torn on it. It is an authentic cartridge. Same thing. Haven't really played it in a while, but yeah, it's Pokemon Leaf. Then for the Switch, we have Super Mario 3D AllStars, which came with Super Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy, all on one on the cartridge here. Good way to play old N64 and Wii games on a modern day console. This is a very good Switch game, and they're getting harder to find, and also expensive. Next up, I have Wario World for the Nintendo GameCube. I did not pay that price at Rogers. I actually paid $50 from someone local. I think I'm just missing the manual in this. Yeah, I'm missing just the manual. But I do have other Nintendo GameCube games, but they are complete. They're just not as expensive as my Wario World here. Played this is fun. Would I go back to it again? Not really. Again, the graphics and the controls are kind of weird. At the time, I'm sure they were very fun, and the game was very fun and was a joy to play. I didn't grow up on it. I found it about 2 years ago, gave it a try. Big one, Devil's Third for the Wii U. This is the most expensive Wii U game currently on the market, and I happen to own it. I own all Wii U games. A lot of people gave this game crap for when it came out and said that it was a terrible game and got garbage reviews and it was glitchy, and those people are correct. However, I've played it. I really enjoyed it, especially when you start up the game and you have you have a sound system in your bedroom or your house, and it sounds really good. As soon as the bass hits you, if you don't get connected with that, then I don't know what to tell you. I really enjoyed this game. I played it, I beat it, very fun. Next up, we have Veggie World for the Wii. This is one of those games where you're like, why is this so expensive? I can't tell you why. Maybe it was a print run issue. I'm not sure. I'm just lucky enough to have it. Did I play it? I played, I think, this mission right here, and that was about it. Don't got much to say about it. Now, last up for Nintendo, and this is the last one in general, is the Fire Emblem Fates Special Edition for Nintendo 3DS. You can open it up because my copy's already open. Oops. Came with this little art book. Wow. Kind of just displaying the game, showing all the scenes. A little holder for your 3DS. And of course the game. I've played the Fire Emblem Fates Birthright. Couldn't really get into it. I'm not very much a JRPG kind of person. I found this locally, got a good price on it, picked it up. So yeah, that's the ending of the video. Hope everyone enjoyed. Thanks for watching.